We're going to do a standing hamstring stretch. So what I want you to do is get some sort of ledge or surface or box. The more flexible you are, the higher it can be. The less flexible you are, the lower it can be. I want you to stand with your feet hip width apart, your toes both facing forward, and I want you to put your leg up on the box. So at first, you're going to reach down and you're going to grab the outside of your foot. You can grab with two hands if you want. So this is a closed hip in line with your foot. Once you sink into this stretch, you can come up, turn your toe out so that you're at this 90-degree angle. You're going to slide down your leg to the inside of your big toe. You're going to reach your arm up here and look at your hand, and you can pull yourself down towards your big toe, and you'll feel it stretch more on the inside of your thigh. So you can do that on both legs. So you're here, come up, reach to the outside, sink into that stretch. You go with both hands if you like. Turn your toe out, reach forward, grab the big toe, look at your hand, and sink your way forward. Feel stretch on the inside of your thigh. It's a standing hamstring and adductor stretch. We're going to do a scissors quad stretch. So what I want you to do is lay on your side. You're going to come down. Your right arm is going to be underneath your right leg. You're going to grab your foot. Your left arm is going to be around your ankle, not your foot, but your ankle, so your foot is free. Your legs are together, so they're not pulling apart. And what I want you to do is separate your legs. One foot goes up towards your chest, and one comes back towards the back side of your hips. So you pull down and back, and you continue to pull, and you'll feel stretch down your quads and your hip flexors. So you do it a couple times on each side. Come around to the other side. Lay on your side, arm underneath your leg, grab your foot, grab your ankle, knees together, and then scissor them apart. One goes up, one goes back. So that's a scissors quad stretch. We're going to do a kneeling soleus stretch. Your soleus is the small muscle at the bottom of your calf. So what I want you to do is kneel with both legs. I want you to take your left foot next to your right knee. Here, I want you to put your hands on the ground and try to press forward. So as you come forward, don't lift up. Keep your heel on the ground and just lean forward. So on the other side, you put your foot next to your knee, right? And you're going to lean forward onto the ball of your foot, trying not to lift up your heel. And you're feeling it stretch in your soleus at the bottom part of your calf. So that's a kneeling soleus stretch. We're going to stretch your hips. I want you to lay down flat on your back. And I want you to cross your knees over as tight as they can be. So you don't want them apart, but you want them tight. Take your hands on top of your foot and lay back, trying to pull your hands up towards your shoulders. And you're going to feel this stretching. If your left leg is crossed over in front, you're going to feel it stretching up your left leg. And then you're going to switch, cross your legs over, keep your knees tight. You're going to grab the top part of your foot on both legs, sit back, and pull your feet in towards your shoulders, feeling it stretching out on the other leg, on your left leg. That's stretch for your hips. We're going to do a stretch called shoulder pass-throughs. What you want to do is you want to grab the bar, some sort of PVC pole or pipe, and your hand's going to be really wide. What I want you to do is shrug up and bring the bar back as far as you can, right? Ideally, you want to go all the way back around, shrug up, and come forward. Shrug up, come back, shrug up, come forward. But if you come up and you can't go any further, don't bend your elbows to get it around. So either shrug up and come back as far as you can and bring it forward, or separate your hands a little bit wider, and then that'll allow you to pass through over your head. Okay? If you just bring the bar up without shrugging, it's going to get stuck. So you want to shrug up, open up the shoulder girdle, bring it around, big stretch in your chest, and all the way down, shrug up, and come back. So if this is easy for you to do back and forth, you want to just bring your hand like one finger within, narrow, and then shrug up, and let it kind of get stuck and push through that. As long as your elbows stay straight, you're fine. So your goal is to keep working your your hands narrower and narrower and get more of a stretch in through that whole shoulder girdle, your pec muscles, your deltoids, your traps, all the way around. So those are called shoulder pass-throughs. We're going to do a stretch for your lats. So you're going to grab some sort of pole. You're going to stand with your feet hip-width apart, closer to the pole. Take your hand, thumbs down. Put your hand around the pole. Make sure you hook onto it. You're going to come down, push off through your heels, and you're going to push yourself back, drop your head down. And then you can take your other hand and rotate it underneath, and kind of look up underneath with your arm. You can also, if you're holding onto it with your right arm, push your weight off with your right leg and straighten your knee just a little bit to get a little bit more of a stretch. So I'm going to do it with the other side. So I'm going to stand with my left arm, thumbs down. I'm going to drop down, let it stretch down my lats. I'm going to straighten my left leg because it's my left arm holding on. A little bit more of a stretch. Then I'm going to take my right arm, bring it through, look underneath my armpit, and take the stretch to the next level. So I'm feeling this all down my lats, side of my body.